Hi everybody, this is Bud Brown living in Dumaguete City, Philippines. Boy, life is full of twists and turns, isn't it? Well, this is an end of an era in several ways. If you've been following me over the years, you know I've lived here in Dumaguete for quite a while. About 10 years, I think. 2 years or 3 years in Cebu, 10 or 11 years here in Dumaguete. But I'm looking, Gloria's getting ready to, supposed to come and meet me at 11 o'clock, so I'm kind of waiting for her. Pardon me if I get distracted. Easy to do. But I'm sitting outside here of one of my favorite restaurants, Gabby's Bistro. Actually, it's called Florentina Homes because they have places to stay here, accommodations. And I like the coffee, I like the people, the food is good. So anyway, it's a good default place for me, although I like to go to different restaurants. It seems like I'm always coming back here. But yesterday, I sold the Blue Boy. So it's going to be making its rounds in Siquijor, little island just off of Dumaguete here. So, nice young lady came with her uncle and aunt. And I'm glad that they came with her because, you know, he knows vehicles and he thought it was worth the price. I sold it lower than I wanted to, but hey, all's well that ends well. So sold it for $60,000, so a little over $1,000, and I've had it for 3 years. If you followed me, it's been in the beginning trouble. Little this, little that. This was loose, that was loose. So I was kind of nervous to even sell it because, you know, I don't want to sell something that's broken or going to be broken soon. So I waited 3, 4, maybe 5 months now, and nothing has gone wrong. So I felt, you know, good enough to go ahead and put it up for sale and let people buy it. And then especially I came down to, actually I wanted more. So she offered me that, and it's a good price. So she came down, and we had all the paperwork. So Gloria was there, and Gloria liked them, and they liked Gloria, so what more could I ask? So several people have asked me, well, what are you going to do for transportation? Well, first of all, when are you leaving? Tomorrow? No. And I get this question a lot. You still here? Yeah, still here. So my plan is, of course, once we make the flight, once we pay for our flight, then that's pretty much of a deadline. Although for my buddy Jim, he just changed his date, no problem. All it takes is money, you know. So at this point, we're temporarily, we haven't bought the tickets yet, but we're thinking of April 4th. This is February 2nd. So all of February, all of March, and we'll be taking off right at the beginning of April. That's the plan. Haven't bought the tickets yet, but the way things are going, we'll be buying the tickets probably within a couple weeks. And then that would put a line in the sand as far as me taking off. But I've learned over the years, I mean, we have enough money for the flight and for our settling in to our daughters in Mexico. But I've learned, man, I gotta have a cushion. My wife and I, we've lived on the edge for years, you know, paycheck to paycheck, and that's just not a fun way to live. So when we came here to the Philippines, even though my income dropped drastically, my bills and overhead expenses dropped very much, so we had a cushion. So now we've been saving some over the years, which is unusual for us, but it's nice to have a cushion. Please don't come here to the Philippines if you don't have some kind of a backup cushion. You know what I mean? Some money for emergencies. There's been people that don't realize you have to not only, I mean, maybe you hear that a rent is $300 or $400 or $200, $300, $400 a month. Yeah, that's right, and that's good. But most of the houses here anyway require at least 1 month deposit plus the first month's rent. The house we stayed in, it was just 1 month deposit and 1 month to move in. So let's, for example, if it's $300 a month rent, then we had to have $600 to move in. So remember that, and I don't think there's any deposit for internet, what is the other, electricity, but you just, you never know. And of course, hospital bill, medical bills. Yes, it's what they call a consultation. We call it a doctor visit. Here they call it a consultation. That's not much, maybe $5, $10 at the most. Of course, it all depends on how serious, your illness or what you're in there for. But that's cheap, and a lot of things are very inexpensive, but some things are more expensive. Now, Gloria, I don't know if I've ever said this, but she's taking medication for high blood pressure, no surprise there, and diabetes type 2. And the budget, we have to budget for her medication $200 a month. So we just figured that's all part of living here. It's all part of the package. Some things are cheaper and some things are more expensive than in the States. Of course, in the States we had medical insurance. I had a copay. But some guys come here and they have enough money saved up, sold their house or been saving over the years and got a nice little nest egg. They carry their own health insurance. And it's definitely not as much as you would be paying for your own insurance in the States, for sure. But we haven't had any problem. We're so-called self-insured, but we haven't had occasions to have a big expense. I did go in the hospital there for a couple days many years ago when I had an adverse reaction on a anti-rabies shot. That's another story. But we paid the bill, hospital bill, and by the way, you may know this or have heard it from other bloggers, but here, it's like it reminds me of in the States in the old days, in the old days, debtor's prison. Do you remember that? The old timers, do you remember debtor's prison? You owed people a lot of money or you couldn't pay your debts, they put you in prison or in jail until you pay your debts. How about that? Hey, how you gonna earn money in jail, huh? Well, here, if you don't pay your hospital bill, you don't leave the hospital. So consequently, your bill is going to continue day by day. So somebody's got to pay the hospital bill so you can leave the hospital. Now you got an airplane going overhead. So another little thing about here is it seems like there's noise no matter where you go. Now inside, I just stepped outside. Normally I eat inside, but since Gloria's coming, so I just wait for her outside. Hi. Thought she was talking to me, talking to somebody behind me. If I told you that one time Paul McGill and I were coming out of a restaurant and somebody pulled up on a motorcycle. Hi, how you doing? I really enjoy your videos. And I almost said, oh, thanks. But then I realized he was talking to Paul Paul McGill, who was behind me. Oh, well, such is life, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go, and I thought that Gloria would be here by now, but anyway, she'll pull up before too long. I got my coffee, sitting in a nice place. Life is good, keep you updated, and yeah, the plan is go to our daughter's house in San Diego, stay there, I'm thinking a month, but we'll see. 2 women in the kitchen, you know, how long is that going to last? And then we'll be making recon rounds down to Mexico. Not too far down. I'm thinking, I don't know, La Paz. I've heard a lot of good things about Mazatlan, but I'm starting to ramble now. I'm going to talk about Mexico in another video. The boss has arrived. Dito? Chicken quesadilla?
You want to eat some too? Or you already ate?
I already ate.
Diet ka.
You can take it home if we need to. So, thanks for coming by. This is your first time by. I'm here at Bud Brown. Oh, well, forget about it. Thanks for coming, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.